So obviously there's some tough roster cuts the other day. I guess how have you guys managed that situation?
Yeah, just obviously really tough. As short amount of time, it was like 10, 11 practices. Felt like losing family members. You could definitely feel the energy shift. But yeah, it's just with tough decisions, it's my job to still find the 14 that fit together the best. And right now, we're still in the process of evaluating. It's still early. So seeing the connectivity between the players, both on and mostly for me off the court, is the value that I'm looking at right now.
I know part of the developmental roster spots is you got to waive the player before. Specifically with Marta, is the hope that you guys will bring her back to that roster spot if she does clear waivers?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're still evaluating. Like every day could be something different, and so I want to make sure that because the players were all very impressive from both on and off the court. Like, we want to make sure we're evaluating because we understand those two spots are going to be part of our family. So I want to just make sure we're doing the right thing, we're looking at everything, we continue to make, tough decisions down the stretch.
What's the most important factor when it comes to evaluating a player?
Yeah.
Seeing if they fit the spot?
The connectivity off the court. I value that more than anything, for sure. Yep.
I know part of that developmental spot is you have to waive the player. I mean, do you feel like that rule kind of hinders how you guys can build the roster because there are 2 days where teams can pick up those players?
Yeah, I think just being thoughtful. The league made their decision on making that rule, and then we just got to make sure we make that to fit our team as best to our ability, right? Can't change the rule. So let's just understand the rule and then, again, connect the best 14 that, we're going for it this year. So with that, we definitely don't want to make mistakes, and those 6 made it very hard. All tremendous people that we definitely missed their energy today. That was something I felt we shifted from, and so it was really good to see the players that practiced today. Like they brought it up another level. Why? They've been in their shoes. They've been in that first time training camp, so the respect is there. And the understanding of how important, their position of being a Golden State Valkyrie is.
How does just not having some of those players in practice, does that affect the way that you can run practice? Or how does that, just having less players in general affect the way you have to run in practice on a day-to-day basis for the opener?
Yeah, it's a combination of medical, like I said. Like, we got to make sure we do the check-ins from the jump. And then it's why we have scout guys. Our operations does a great job of getting enough scout guys to provide those empty spots in terms of practice. And then it's depending on red day, orange day, green day. My drills are very important, right? How much contact, how much non-contact, how much time. All those details really matter for us. Yeah.
You obviously talked about wanting, with only the one preseason game in the future, to have more.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to do more scrimmaging or playing the guys in a close to 40-minute kind of game between now and when you open to help you sort of get some of those more situational stuff in that you would get in a game?
Possibly. Like, I'm definitely thinking about that. But again, some of them just came back from overseas, so it's not like just because they land their 2 feet here, I could say, hey, you guys want to try to play a 40-minute game? Like, that kind of would be nuts. So I know I'm nuts, but I'm not that nuts. So I just, again, it's a day-to-day check-in, and so that's why flexibility from our staff to the medical and to the players, it's always got to be a check-in before we kind of press go and practice.
Speaking of medical, I'm looking at Kate just go through some shoot arounds right now. How is she progressing with that?
Yeah, how's she look?
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good. Yeah. So again, it's pushing her through these type of workouts, but then how does she feel after, right?
Did she practice?
Or is it right now? I mean, no, she didn't get into like the contact practices. Yeah.
Just philosophically, when you talked a little bit about like the 5-year window that Joe is going to put on the team.
Yeah.
How does that affect the way you guys roster build or even look at even just the day-to-day of trying to win games with that hangover?
Yeah. No, it's a great goal. It's a great expectation. But so for me, like even last year, like I wanted to win. So that's why we built that roster of the thoughtfulness of being the most selfless team, the most connected team, and then now we're adding for this year is like high IQ. Like we really want to be one of the smartest teams in the league, and so that's how I felt like we could definitely take a step forward from last year. But no, every year we're trying to go for a championship. So I'm going to my 2nd year, so I'm still learning from my mistakes of last year of in-game adjustments, just substitution pattern, just everything that I did from a weakness standpoint, like I got to also learn from my mistakes and be true to myself of like what I really need to get better at. So that's part of the roster building too, is that.
Obviously with last year you've talked so much about defensive identity.
Right.
You add Gabby with Veronica in that front. It gives you two elite point of attack defenders. How does that allow you to adjust sort of the way you play defense? Can you be more aggressive? Can you sort of do different things because you have two just on the ball stoppers at that front of the attack, so to speak?
Oh yeah, we have more than Gabby and V. I think KT, I think Kai, I think Tip Hayes. I think a lot of our players, are two-way players, and so yes, of course, that was part of the roster building. Like Nathan, like you asked, like we want to be definitely more harassment, more disruption, more ball pressure for sure, and so that was part of the roster building as well. It's like we understood defense led us to a lot of our offense, and so how can we press that even more? That's part of it. Yeah.
Thanks, Natalie.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Good to see you.
What's it been like to be back?
Amazing. It feels good. It's good to be back with the girls. It's been a while, so yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
What's kind of just been the vibe like over the course of like the last couple days since you've been here?
We've been working. I've been trying to get back to my flow here, get back to my role in the team. So it's been good. Step by step, but we've been doing some good work.
You played with Gabby before, but how excited are you to play as her on the Valkyries?
It's so exciting. We already have this chemistry from the national team, also with Ili. So I think it's going to make things really smooth and easier for her to get in the team.
What's something that you've worked on over the off season that you feel like you've added to your game going into this season?
I feel like I don't want to talk too fast because WNBA is the WNBA. I play in Europe, it's different leagues. But I feel like I got more comfortable with my three-point shooting. Like I feel like I improve a lot on the consistency. I think in the reading, I think I got better also physically. But we'll see. I don't want to speak. I don't want to talk too much. We'll see during this season.
What are your expectations for the season after such a historic first season last year? Like, what do you kind of want to accomplish as a team?
Do better. That's as simple as that. Just do better.
Your three-point shot, did you make any sort of like mechanical adjustments or any sort of like change how you shoot, or is it just getting more reps?
No, just getting more reps. I just worked a lot. I cannot tell you exactly why, but I just feel like I'm more consistent. But again, we'll see during this season.
From your point of view, how has Gabby been feeling with the team, and how has that been working to you?
Honestly, good. It feels like she's been here for a while. I think she's been here for a week or so. So I think she adjusts really well to the team.
Do you think playing high-level games in Europe kind of translates to playing, to starting the season with WNBA?
I think it's a physical league also, where you get to play against other WNBA players. So of course it helps improving on certain things. You just have maybe more. You have less players, more opportunities. So I think that's the difference, and that's what gets you ready for the league. Yeah.
Last year you made an all-rookie team. Is there another step to that? Is there something you want to accomplish this season that you can do?
Yes, of course, do better. Again, don't want to speak too much. We'll see during the season, but of course the goal is to always do better, always evolve.
How excited are you? Obviously, you've played with Gabby for many years on the national team, but to get the chance to play with her and Ileana and bring that here to this team, how excited was that for you when you saw she decided to come to this?
No, I think it's great. I think it's great. Again, like I said to you, Philly, I think it's a great opportunity for us to also work, the three of us, and import that in the national team. So I just think it's a really good thing.
Now that you have one full year playing for Nakase, do you feel like maybe your role expanding this upcoming season?
I think she gave me a lot of space since the beginning. She's a really good coach. I haven't been playing with a coach like her in the past. She gives you a lot of freedom. She gives players a lot of space to grow, and I think it's just been natural since the beginning. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about that.
Has her vibe seemed a little different this season compared to last year coming into camp?
Sorry, what did you say?
Has Natalie's vibe been different this season coming into camp compared to last year?
No, I don't feel it. I feel like she's still like chill but chill. Don't get me wrong, like she's still a coach. She'll get on you if you make mistakes, but no, I think she's the same, and I think we should be the same, humble, and just trying to be better this year.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Janelle.
Good to see you.